Technology keeps moving forward, which makes it easier for artists to paint the pictures and tell the stories they want to tell. The great thing about technology over the last 50 years is so much change has happened. I don't believe that in time there will ever be this much change in technology from the time when I was growing up. Let me explain. When I was 6, we had a telephone. I'm going to talk about the telephone a lot. We had a telephone, but you couldn't take it outside the house unless you had one of those really long cords, and you could go outside and you'd be like, my mother and father are outside, but it's okay. You know, that's the only way you could take your phone outside at all. We had a party line, which was awesome. You anyone know what a party line is? Yeah. The party line was great because if you were really quiet, you could pick up the phone while the neighbors were talking, and if they didn't hear that little click, and you could hear all of their business. But now everyone has their own phone line. How exciting is that? That's how technology is moving. When I was a little kid, when I was 8, we got a television. It weighed 200 pounds. It was huge. It was plunked right in the middle of the living room. It was black and white. It got 3 channels, 1, 2, 3. And the rabbit ears had to be just right. And if you couldn't get it right, you had to have your little brother stand there and hold the rabbit ears for you and say, stay there until my TV program goes over, and I'll do the same for you. But now we have cable, and we have streaming video, we have Roku boxes, and Amazon TV, and we have Netflix, and we have so many choices to watch and do television. We can watch television on demand. We no longer have to wait for our favorite television program to come on. Remember when Bonanza came on every Wednesday night, and my father waited every Wednesday night for Bonanza. We'd have to have TV dinners all around the television, and it would be so exciting because it was Bonanza night. But now you get to watch it whenever you want to. When I first started teaching aerobics, 1979, I had to use records. And so there I go, and I love my records to the studio, and I put on my record, and we start doing aerobics, and all of a sudden it would get really good, and the room would get really jumpy, and the record goes right across. And I have to run across the room and put this record back to the very beginning, and we start again, and I got more exercise putting the music on than teaching the class. Then cassette tapes came. How exciting was that? All of my music was on one little plastic box that I got to put in, turn on, and my music was on. But then came CDs. Even better, because if I decided I didn't want to use track number 3, I could just push the button and go to track number 4. Remember 8-track? You had to sit there and wait for the track to come back. Now we have MP3s. Now we can do music. I teach with my music from my phone. How exciting is that? I can't see how it could get any better than this. Right? Maybe it will, I'm not sure. Remember personal computers when they first came out? When I was 19 years old, I worked for PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric, and I worked in the accounting department. And one of my jobs was to go into the computer room at the end of the day and get these big green pieces of paper that came out of the computer and bind them up in binders and file them. And every day, at the end of the day, I would go into the computer room, and there'd be 8 or 9 people in the room, and they'd be doing data input, and moving this over here, and doing this over here. But the personal computer came, and it could do more than all 9 of those people, and me in their filing. But then it even got better than that. Now we have laptops, we have iPads, we have iPhones, we have so many ways to use the computer, to pick up our email. We have internet. What was life like before the internet? Remember dial-up? And you waited and you waited and you waited, and then you download a picture, you push the button. You could go make a cup of coffee, come back, still loading. Go feed the cats. 80%. It would take all day to just even be able to see a picture. But now we have internet where we can stream live videos. Now Pat McLean, she knows all about this. I see her streaming live videos all the time. Back in the day when I started doing television, I was 22 years old and I did Morning Stretch with Joni Gregan. And every morning we would have to go in And then we would have to go into makeup. And then after makeup, we'd go out, and then for the next hour and a half, wait for every single person to get where they needed to be. The people who did the lights, the people who put on your microphone, the people who were the floor directors, the people who did the cameras, the people who did the switching, the floor director. There were so many people involved in that production that by the time we actually got to a half-hour production on tape, we might have been in there 5 or 6 hours. So it took so long just to get everybody together, to organize, and pull it all together to do a TV production. For years, I have done everything I could think of to make the perfect video. I have my iPad. I have about 10 video cameras. I have spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on stuff. I have my GoPro that I can attach to my head and drive anywhere I want and film. I have sets of lights, tens of lights. I have tens of lights that I can put up. And I can light all the corners and make everything perfect in the room. I have my portable internet box so that I can connect my GoPro so that while I'm riding on my bike with my GoPro, what I'm showing is going out live because my internet's in my pocket.
He's like back there with the VHS.
Then there were microphones. You had to get this doggone thing on, and then sometimes it was in your mouth like this and you were talking, and then you were trying to teach, and it was on your head and it was driving you crazy, and this is what the microphone always made me feel like. Or there was a clip-on microphone, they had to run up your back and around and bring them, and then you had this big thing sitting right here, and if you touched your chest, you know what happened? You go, put. And it would ruin the video production. They would scream, cut, and you start all over again. I have a still camera that's a video camera. I have a Kindle. I've been using all of these things. I have the video camera that's back there, and I've been trying to get the perfect video for years. I've been trying to get the perfect video. And then one day I was on Facebook, and I saw this commercial for a camera called the Mevo. And can I tell you, Mevo, M-E-V-O. This is one of the most exciting things I have ever seen, because it takes all of these things and all of the people who were there in the room. Back in the day when I was making my television program, there was Jim and Regina at the cameras, and there was Miss Ernestine back at the switcher, and there was Oliver back in the director's room, all trying to get and sync together all at the same time. Well, you know what? Now they are all inside of my Mevo. So this is my Mevo. The groovy thing about my Mevo is I can control it from my phone. Eureka, right? So I decide that right now the cameras are on you. But if I decide that I want the camera to move back over to me, I can just move my finger and slide the camera back, and it looks like the camera's moving slowly across the floor. Or if I want to go to a 2-shot, I can go Holly, 1 shot. I can go Pat, 2-shot. And then all the time that I'm talking, it'll go from you to her, from you to her, the whole time.
How much is that?
Yeah. I can put it on automatic. So I can put either automatic voice detection, so no matter where I'm in the room, if I'm talking, the camera will follow me as I talk. I can put motion detection. So if I'm teaching a class and I'm the person moving, every time I move, the camera comes back to me. I can go wide angle. I can go short angle. I can go close up. I can go Facebook Live. How exciting is that? Why go Facebook Live, right? Because if you have something that you want to promote, or that you want to talk about, or you're trying to promote your business, it's one of the very best ways to do it. I have learned so much in the last 2 weeks about live streaming. There is Periscope, there is Meerkat, there is Mevo, Facebook Live, live stream, YouTube Live. There are a million different ways to show videos. And you know why videos are so important in this day and age? Because people are too lazy to read. It used to be back in the day, I would get the newspaper and I would read. Then I got the computer and I got my computer, I'd open up my browser, and I'd go to AOL or wherever I got my news, and I would read. Now when I go on the internet, I think, how do I want to prepare this fish? How do I fix I'm missing the scroll bar on my new Apple computer. How do I fix that? All I have to do is go and type it in, and I can find a video that will describe detail by detail exactly how to do it, so I don't have to read anything. So this is the wave of the future. I encourage people to get into technology because it's amazing. There are so many things you can learn. I have learned so much throughout this entire generation of me trying to figure out how to make the perfect production. But what I'm going to tell you from right now, from this day on, I'm going to be making the best productions ever. Mevo, great camera, connects to the internet. You can also record on your hard drive. So I can take what I'm recording here and what I'm recording here, take it home and put it in my video editor and put them together. Now I have a 5-camera shot. It's like having your own TV studio in your hand. I hope I piqued your interest.
How many monies?
Oh, monies. Okay, so thousands and thousands of dollars. $599.
No.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Amazon. $599. It's easy. It's fun. I love it. Yeah, I encourage everyone to at least give it a try. And if you don't want to buy your own, come hang out with me and we'll make a movie. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Excellent.